want to take this time to talk about climate and energy, more specifically smart energy management and affordable sustainability in the energy sector, which especially in these current times is a very important topic in my opinion. I have three excellent guests with me on stage. Please put your hands together for the CEO and co-founder of RA Technologies, Siim Täkker, CEO of GridIO, Konrad Hanschmidt, and co-founder of Zero Terrain, Peep Siitam. And we will start, before I give you guys the floor, we have a small introductory video so that you know what kinds of companies we are talking about here, and afterwards they have time for a small pitch for you guys as well.
RA Technologies is at the front line of solving the energy crisis through artificial intelligence technology. Increasing energy efficiency and sustainability goals in commercial real estate has never been so simple. RA Digital Operator is an award-winning AI-powered heating, ventilation and air conditioning solution that integrates quickly with all modern building management systems. Energy savings and CO2 emission reduction up to 30%. GridIO has a smart way of using energy. GridIO's innovative application finds the best time to use electricity and automatically smart charges your electric vehicle without needing additional hardware. Zero Terrain is a geotechnical pumped hydro storage solution, and it is the most affordable technological solution for controlled electricity generation and storage in the world. Zero Terrain solution will notably reduce the electricity price of peak energy and thereby reduce the cost of electricity for households and businesses.
Hello, check, check. Yes. Now that we have a small overview of the companies, I think it's best to give these three gentlemen the floor. Siim, how about we start with you? Can you tell us more about what you do exactly?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Did you know that buildings account for 40% of total global energy consumption, which means that this sector has huge impact to global CO2 emissions and also the energy security? So my name is Siim Täkker. I'm the CEO of RA Technologies, and during the past 5 years we have been developing an AI solution for buildings that optimizes their energy consumption and basically provides a solution for these ongoing energy crisis. And compared to alternative options that we have, this can be applied really fast and scalable. So according to Paris Climate Agreement, we all have to reduce every year 2% of energy usage. But the current trends show that actually the energy consumption has been increasing. Therefore, we really need to take huge action and really fast. And the EU has stated that we all have to reduce now 10% and additionally 5% during the peak hours, which means that we all have to consume less and consume at the right time. So raise your hand, who has actually changed their consumer habits based on this energy crisis? Oh, everybody, yeah? I see quite many hands, but I guess some people still need a little bit higher prices to take further action, yeah. So this actually is the energy crisis is a catalyst for us to also achieve our ongoing climate neutrality targets. Just to give you a sense of what is the complexity, like in every household, we have these things that we can do ourselves. But when we're talking about large commercial and public buildings, they consist of thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of data points that are today operated by humans. So it's just too complex of a problem that can be solved by a human every day. So that's where our AI solution comes to play, and it really loves the complexity. We have today clients in 19 different countries, and our clients are enjoying the comfort at lower costs. And we are saving literally millions of euros. And so this kind of crisis that we have right now is a really huge catalyst for technologies to take off. And R8 is here to save basically the climate crisis and also the energy crisis, just through having really intelligent software that can be applied fast. If you're interested more, then I'm happy to answer to people's questions, and please follow up. Thank you.
Yes, I'm thinking that, Siim, you're going to stick around after this panel discussion, so we have some more time then. Konrad, tell us more about what GridIO does exactly.
Thanks very much, Florian, for inviting me to the panel. As the previous speaker said, there's a lot of things we can also do in households. So I'm the co-founder of GridIO, and our mission is to help households become part of the energy transition. There will be about 100 million electric cars coming to Europe in the next 10 years. And if you add all of their charging together, that is the equivalent to the entire energy production capacity today. We don't see that necessarily as a problem. We actually see that as a solution. And our solution is actually a mobile app that automatically makes electric vehicles charge when energy is the cheapest, when energy is the cleanest, and energy is the most affordable. In the Northern Europe, a lot of people are on hourly electricity tariffs, so it's very easy for any EV owner to download our app. We can connect to us via the APIs of Tesla, Volkswagen, Skoda, and all these brands. You tell us when your car has to be charged up by the morning, and then we work our magic. And how does the magic work? Well, basically, normally people come home after work when energy prices are the highest, and we use actually the most amount of fossil fuels to generate peak electricity. So our number one aim is to flatten the peaks. So what we do is when you plug in your car, we will automatically read from your Tesla or your Volkswagen how much charging your car needs, and then we will automatically schedule that charging to happen when there is the most amount of renewables in the grid, which usually also corresponds to when electricity prices are the cheapest. We just launched Ursula mode. And Ursula mode is after our morning speaker, Ursula von der Leyen, to help what Siim said to shift or lower peak electricity demand by 5% this winter, which is a mandate set to every country. We have launched that across Europe so anyone, anywhere can, first of all, open the app and see when peak hours exist, because nobody else actually gives you that information. And when you have an electric car, you can also turn on Ursula mode, which will automatically flatten the peaks. And it is our aim to become the largest platform of electric vehicle optimization, because in order to facilitate these 100 million electric cars to enter European roads in the next 10 years, we need to shift their electricity use to the right time. And we hope that regulators and politicians will also make that beneficial for the end consumer by actually eventually changing the market rules so consumers can be paid money for their support. So check out gridio.io, and happy to talk to you later on today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Konrad, for that insight. I think by the end of today or tomorrow, we will have some more users of Ursula mode here in the audience as well. Peep, can you tell us more about zero terrain?
Yeah, thanks, Florian, inviting here to this panel. Decarbonization globally has three main challenges: affordability, security of supply, and environmental footprint. Thus, we meet flexible generation and consumption at low cost and no environmental harm. So here, energy storage actually has really a key role to play. You can reduce the cost of reconstruction of the grids. You can make the power grids smarter and more resilient. And of course, naturally, when talking about variable renewable energy resources, dominant systems, you always need to consider shifting excess energy to the periods of low wind and solar. You can make those things happen quite easily with energy storage. When it comes to the energy storage, actually the conventional pumped hydro is the most dominant way of storing energy. But it has really two problems or challenges. First of all, geographical constraints, because you can have this conventional pumped hydros just in the mountains in order to have this create this height difference. And the second issue with a conventional pumped hydro is quite significant environmental harm, because it makes a lot of land use change and also affect fish stock and wildlife. So with zero terrain, we have actually solved those problems by developing the energy storage underground. So we can have the most affordable energy storage at really with no environmental harm, putting everything underground, and really bringing this most affordable energy storage from the mountains to flat areas. So I think going from 2D to 3D, so meaning going underground, this is something which makes energy system more resilient, flexible, and environmentally sound in the future.
Very well. Thank you so much for that overview. What strikes me with all three of your solutions, I think there are two things that they all have in common. Number one, of course, they all contribute to an energy transition, more sustainable, also saving resources at the same time, which is, I think, in our opinion, desirable. But also, they haven't been very widely adopted so far. So my question to all three of you, we can start from here and go towards Peep. What's the holdup? Is it mindset, money, regulations? Where are the bottlenecks here?
Yeah, I think when you think a little bit back, we had this COVID pandemic, and when it kind of came out, then everybody rushed to their digital platforms, and all the overnight everybody had to take to use Teams and so on, many other platforms that are out there. I guess for this energy crisis, it's also that we have these really good IT AI solutions out there that can really solve huge puzzle pieces, and it's right now a good catalyst for making this transaction towards more smarter energy use, and that's what we do. We reduce at least 15% and even potentially over 30% of energy, so it has huge impact. On the other side, like governments tend to be, with their regulations, they tend to lag behind, and also they need to make public procurements when they buy something for their own building stock, and usually in different countries they hold quite a significant amount of it. So it's actually right now time to take fast action and push through regulations that subsidize or actually regulate things that are not environmentally friendly. Yeah. Or the other way is that take to use actually good technology really fast. Yeah.
So you've got plenty of politicians to talk to today as well.
You can all talk to me later on.
Konrad, your thoughts?
I'll keep it very simple. I think technology is way ahead of the game. We have electric cars by Tesla. We have cloud computing by Google and Eric Schmidt. Our regulation is not there. We need to empower the end consumer to be able to have the incentive for them to be smarter. I'll give you an example. This summer, we only needed to shift 100 electric vehicle chargers to avoid a €4 million cost in Estonia due to high electricity prices. Everywhere in the world, we need to pay consumers money to be smart, and we're not doing it.
Very concise. Peep?
Yeah, completely agree. Just two things maybe to add. First of all, a sense of urgency. Really, we need really fast changes. And the second thing, in order to have these things to happen in a short period of time, we really need a cooperation between the public sector and the private sector. I'm really talking about a serious cooperation with heavy financing and everything else, because otherwise we cannot tackle those challenges easily.
Very well. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for a round of applause for Siim, Konrad, and Peep. That has been very insightful. Thank you so much, guys.